People who have been wronged by the love of their life. How did you get over it? I thought Jenna and I were forever. We met junior year of high school, survived college long distance, moved in together after graduation. We had our little apartment with mismatched furniture and this golden retriever named Buster who ate everything in sight. Everyone always said we'd get married. I was saving for a ring. 5 years together. 5 freaking years. I knew her coffee order, the way she snorted when she laughed too hard, how she always stole my hoodies. She knew I hated mushrooms and that I talked in my sleep when stressed. We had inside jokes nobody else understood. That Tuesday night, she left her laptop open on the kitchen table. I sat down to check Netflix while she showered. The browser had multiple tabs open, and one caught my eye. Pinterest. The tab said summer wedding ideas, with a ring emoji. My heart jumped. Maybe she was hinting? I clicked it, expecting to see stuff we'd talked about. Beach weddings, maybe some rustic barn venues. We'd mentioned wanting something outdoors, but everything was wrong. The groom in the photos had blonde hair. I'm brunette. The bridesmaids were all wearing yellow dresses. Jenna hated yellow, always said it made her look sick. And the honeymoon destinations were all tropical islands. She knew I burned like a lobster in the sun. Then I saw a photo that made my stomach drop. Jenna in a white dress, but she wasn't alone. Some guy I'd never seen before had his arm around her. They were both holding champagne glasses, smiling at the camera like they'd just gotten engaged. I scrolled more, found another folder labeled wedding planning. Inside were receipts, real receipts. A venue deposit for $8,000, a dress fitting appointment for next month, catering quotes, and at the bottom, a PDF that said, save the date, Jake and Jenna, August 15th. Jake, not Avery, Jake. I sat there staring at the screen, feeling like I was in some weird dream. Maybe it was for a friend, maybe she was helping plan someone else's wedding, but the receipts had her name on them, her credit card. Jenna came out of the bathroom in her pajamas, towel wrapped around her wet hair. She walked over and kissed the top of my head like she always did. What you watching? She asked, looking at the laptop screen. I couldn't speak, just turned the laptop toward her. Her face went completely white. Avery, I can explain, but she couldn't, not really. Turns out she'd been seeing this Jake guy from her office for over a year. When she told me she had work trips, she was actually spending weekends with him. When she worked late, she was having dinner with his parents. While I was home with Buster, planning our future, she was planning a completely different future with someone else. The worst part? Jake had no idea I existed either. She told him she lived alone, told him her roommate was just some girl from college who crashed on her couch sometimes. She'd been living 2 separate lives for months. I didn't yell or throw things. I just felt empty, hollow, like someone had scooped out my insides with a spoon. The next day, while Jenna was at work, I found Jake's Instagram through her Pinterest, sent him a message with screenshots of everything, told him about our 5-year relationship, our shared apartment, our dog. He called me an hour later. Poor guy sounded as destroyed as I felt. We met at a coffee shop downtown. Weird situation, sitting across from the man your girlfriend was planning to marry instead of you. Jake was actually a decent guy. Brought photos of all the lies Jenna had told him. She'd said she was single, fresh out of a bad relationship, ready to settle down. He'd been ring shopping too. We came up with a plan. Jake would call off the wedding quietly. I would move out while she was at work. We'd both leave her a voicemail at the same time, just saying, check your calendar. Let her figure out that both her worlds had collided. I packed everything that Thursday. 5 years of life together fit into my car and a small U-Haul. Took Buster too, since he was technically mine anyway. Left my key on the kitchen table next to a note that just said, good luck explaining this to your parents. Jenna called me about 50 times that night. Texted paragraphs about how she could explain everything, how she made a mistake, how she chose me. But you can't accidentally plan a wedding with someone else. You can't accidentally live a double life for a year. Took me 8 months to feel human again. Buster helped. Dogs don't lie or cheat or plan secret weddings.